The national team of Portugal, never in, will win the World Championship, and the dream of Cristiano Ronaldo about the main cup of the planet is doomed on full and shameful crash. And the matter here completely not in that the Portuguese a few days ago sensationally lost points against DR Congo, having played in a draw 1-1. The real reason this is that grand, epic split inside the dressing room, which right now climbed outside. While all world continues to enjoy the Mundial, behind the curtains of the European national team unfolded a real war, which clearly proved in the team reign's total, absolute mess, and star players simply leaked their captain. The main media blow came from the post-match studio of the TV channel Fox Sports. Legendary French attacker Thierry Henry and his signature analysis maximum harshly, without any sentiments and censorship, dissected the key episode of the duel. The French expert directly, on all planet, accused Cristiano Ronaldo in total destructive egoism, which cost to Portugal 3 credit points on the start of the Mundial. Henry literally by bones and tactical shelves dissected the gross mistake of Cristiano. People, please, understand one super important thing. In football, to score must the team, and not personally you. Cristiano Ronaldo used to be in similar game situations thousands of times during his career. If in this concrete moment you make a correct, smart run into the goal area, you automatically force the defender to run behind you and press close to own goal. But since he madly wanted to score himself, he simply spat on positional structure and ran straight into the zone of Bruno Fernandes. Further, Henry clearly demonstrated the graphics and essence of the episode with Bruno. The Frenchman explained that during a fast flank attack and a pass back the so-called cutback Ronaldo, instead of that, to perform the classic work of a center forward, stretch on himself, defenders deep, and free the space, foolishly intercepted the ball. And this ball, between other, was rolling under an ideal strike to Fernandes, who found himself running by the second tempo absolutely without any resistance from the side of rivals. In the result, Cristiano bannily hindered his own partner, awkwardly struck himself, and launched the round past the goal. By this wild maneuver, he maximum simplified the task of the defense of Congo, because 2 main leaders of Portugal found themselves in 1 point and simply hindered one each other to strike. Henry separately called directors to close this moment by a close-up. Simply look on the reaction of the midfielder of Manchester United, Bruno Fernandes, behind him. He, with all his body, with every gesture, was showing, let pass this ball, run forward, free me this cursed space for a strike and touch. This criticism raised a tsunami of discussions. More than that, in the camp of the national team immediately flashed a local family scandal. The own sister of Ronaldo in social networks demonstratively liked a post with harsh hate on the address of Bruno Fernandes. This became the final confirmation of that inside the team sparks so that can flash a fire. And on the background of this noose, the press instantly dragged on the light of God yet one detail, which ideally emphasizes the atmosphere of ignoring of the captain. To the attention of journalists fell a fresh blitz questionnaire of the 21-year-old midfielder of Paris Saint-Germain, Zhwow Nehvesh, for the media resource MVP. This blitz instantly became viral because the young talent in every controversial nomination demonstratively and completely ignored Cristiano Ronaldo, despite all his media greatness. The context of replies of Neves for top leagues looked like a total ignore of the captain. The best in the Premier League, he called Bruno Fernandes. In La Liga, Lamine Yamal. In the French Ligue 1, his partner Ousmane Dembélé. In Serie A, Rafael Leao. And in the German Bundesliga, Joshua Kimmich. When same Neves was asked to name the best player of the Saudi Pro League, where Ronaldo plays for Al Nassr, Zhwow again crossed out Cristiano, issuing Saudi League. For me right now, the most magical player there is Joao Felix. But the real shock caused the round, where it was needed to name the best football player of the national team of Portugal. Neves turned on the regime of maximum self-confidence and frankly laughed from the status of Ronaldo, having stated, the best in the national team of Portugal? This is a very difficult question, because I already dissected our main Portuguese stars by English and Italian leagues. Therefore, in this nomination, I will choose myself. Even in the question about the best in the American MLS, Neves, without second hesitations, named Lionel Messi. About this blitz, media remembered not simply so. Exactly, the young Zhwow Nehvesh in the duel against DR Congo scored the only goal of the Portuguese and received the official award to the best player of the meeting. He clearly proved that his daring confidence is backed up by a real deed on the football field, in contrast from the faded, heavy game of the criticized Cristiano. Yes, if to look purely on the tactical plan, Thierry Henry is right. In that concrete episode, Ronaldo played incorrectly, missed and took the goal from Bruno. But listen, show me at least one in the world attacker, even superstar, who always in 100% of moments takes exclusively ideal decisions. Was really Thierry Henry himself in times of his playing career a sinless saint, never did egoistic deeds and did not commit mistakes? Why for one single episode all world community so wildly pounced on Cristiano as if he single-handedly leaked the match? This national team of Portugal, with such a crazy selection of performers, was simply obliged to carry out the poor Congo into one goal yet in the first half, with full respect to the African team. By the level of talent and value of players, Portugal is stronger by several orders. The problem in that they generally are not a team. Vitinha and that same Bruno Fernandes and their clubs are leading and best midfielders of the world, but here, in the national shirt, this is a full tactical chaos. Simply look for comparison on the national team of Argentina. Ask any Argentinian football player, from stars to reserves, who is the best, and you, from 100 questions, 100 times, will hear one single name, Lionel Messi. Argentinians are ready with teeth to gnaw the turf, die on the field, give the last strength, and run 3 times more purely for the sake of that, to help their captain. They play as a single heart. And what we see in Portugal, yes, they, it seems, generally absolutely spit on Cristiano Ronaldo and on his dream. The person brought to this country majestic world glory, won for them the first in history. Euro conquered tons of trophies. In his historic collection, there is not only won the World Cup, and instead of that, to rally around the legend on his final Mundial, these mega-good, expensive stars behave like a set of egoists. They demonstrate a total indifferent attitude, with every interview and gesture show that they do not care about Ronaldo. And the press at this exposes Cristiano as the main pest, to whom is hindering all the team. They are simply idiots who with own hands destroy the atmosphere and leak the last chance of the great goal scorer on gold. Friends, write in comments what you think about this grand scandal. Whether is right Thierry Henry in his harsh criticism, whether Zhwow Nehvesh had the right so publicly to ignore Cristiano, and whether agree you with that the current national team of Portugal, this is simply a set of egoistic stars who do not respect their main legend.